Hello, hello, hello. I should be live right now. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to open my chat up. Awesome. So hopefully you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Live chat should be on. Okay. Isn't that interesting? Okay. We can do it like that. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Say hi on the chat. So I'm still getting ready. All right. Okay. Get rid of that. Setting up my tablet so I can see everything. So this is what I'm calling Wacky Wednesday, where we do a vertical live. So hopefully everything looks all right. And hopefully I will be able to see the chat better. I'm hoping. So what I am going to do is see if these pieces are going to work. If you remember, if you were at last night's live, you saw me make these. And these are going to be travel mugs. I'm not sold on the design yet. I'm just kind of experimenting at this point. Let's see. Hello, Ella. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Looks like you're the first one in, at least the first one in the chat anyhow. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Yesterday I was working on these. This doesn't go to this one. All right, let's look at this other one. I did make a larger one, didn't I? Thought I did. Or did I throw that one away? I must have threw that one away. Let me look. Yeah, that goes to that one for sure. Yep. This one here I need to make a bigger handle or a bigger lid for, which is not a big deal. But these are going to be travel mugs. So let's get these out of the way. All right. So my day was pretty good, thank you. I worked from home today as far as my regular day job. And I actually worked like, I couldn't sleep last night. So I ended up actually staying up and working the whole morning. So it was one of those types of nights, you know. So yeah, that's going to go on there like that. And it looks like it's going to fit. This is just to see if I'm going to like it. This is a small version of what the travel mug or cup or tumbler or whatever you want to call it, but it's going to be a traveler, so you could actually drink out of it. It's going to have a lid on it. And so I thought I would try to make one and see if I like it or not, you know. It's got a different looking design to it. It's going to have a little lid for it, so we need to make this fit a little bit. You're having a good day? Awesome. Awesome. I'm glad you're having a good day. Let me move this closer. I wish my chat was a little bit easier to read. Now you're closer, I can actually see you better. I can actually see it better now. I need to get a stand for this thing, for this tablet. It'll make it a lot easier on me. I got a cover for it. I'm not completely happy with it. It's too flimsy. Rachel, how you doing? I'm glad to see you in here. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. I'm going to be putting handles on mugs today. I threw a whole bunch of mugs, and I already extruded out the handles, which I extruded these out. And I'm going to be putting these on and then actually forming them correctly, pulling the handle then from that point, shaping it and attaching it to the mug. Now, I've got quite a few mugs here to do. I was working on this here first. I threw this last night out on the live, and it's going to be a travel mug, but this is obviously a smaller version of that, of what it will be. It'll have a lid to it, and I was just getting ready to put the notch in the lid. This is something new I'm going to try to incorporate into my pottery, the new piece. I just opened the kiln today, and all the pieces that came out were awesome. I can't say there were any failures because there just wasn't. Larry, how you doing? Was it Barquette? Good to see you. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. I apologize. But anyhow, the travel mug will have a lid kind of like that, to where it drops in here, and it's going to have to be shaped more. But it's going to sit in here. This is a new design I'm working on, so it's not exactly set in stone yet, but it's going to have a notch like that on the top. It'll drop in like this, and you'll be able to rotate this, and then it won't come out, basically is what I'm going to be doing. So then when you drink out of it, you'll be able to drink out of a little spot like this. And it's either going to come with a handle or not. But anyhow, it's something I'm messing with, seeing how I like it. This needs to be trimmed down more. I made it a little bit too large, but I made it large intentionally, so I could trim it. So, sorry, I stepped out of the screen there for a minute. I think I said hi to you, Larry. I think I did. So Wednesdays, I do a vertical live to hopefully capture some more people and introduce them to my channel. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. But I've been making pottery for a long time. Just I haven't been doing a whole lot on YouTube, even though I've had the page for quite a while. Some people can join me from my Facebook page. I have a group on Facebook. So if you're familiar with that, I have a regular store, muirheadpottery.com. I sell a lot of shows and stuff like that, so I'll go to a lot of craft shows, that kind of thing, to sell my pieces. I do make custom orders. I've made some large pieces here recently for a customer that I haven't really made a whole lot of large pieces before. I just don't have a huge kiln. You know, I have a 7 cubic feet kiln, so it's not huge. I mean, I could probably get in it if I wanted to. It'd be tight fit, but I could probably get in there. So, but it's not huge, and you can't do really large pieces. But the one piece I did was a large platter, which was a pretty cool piece. So I'll show it. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But if you like this channel, I think you're going to like it. Please subscribe to my channel, my YouTube. I'm trying to, of course, build the subscriber base up. I do go live every day, Monday to Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for those who are not in my time zone. And I do a lot of wheel throwing. I do glazing sessions. I answer questions. Anybody that's interested in pottery, I'll answer some questions for them, how I do things. I basically show you how I do some of the things. But do wheel throwing and glazing and just all kinds of stuff. So hopefully it's something that's interesting for you. But I am on every single day. Wednesdays I call it Wacky Wednesday because it's a vertical live. Typically it's a horizontal live. I have a lot of followers that love the horizontal lives. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you would, please, and please subscribe. Let me show you a piece that I've done in the kiln. It just came out today. It's just a large platter. So this is a large platter that I've done. Just came out of the kiln. This is roughly 18 inches in diameter, but it started out quite larger than that. So when I make the piece on the wheel, I have to make them larger than what I want them to come out to be. The thing of it is they shrink a little bit when they're just drying and bone dry clay. But that bone dry clay has got to fit in my kiln. So I still have to make that part of it fit. And then it shrinks from that too. So once it gets into a bisque fire, then it shrinks more. And then, of course, the final firing it with the glaze on it, it shrinks a lot more then too. So I start out with a much larger piece, and it just shrinks down to this. But anyhow, this is one of the pieces I just came out with. And then I also have, I do quite a different things here. Let me slide this down a little bit. It's my horizontal lives. You get to see a lot more of what's going on. But anyhow, here's a piece that I did. This is a bread breaker. So anyhow, people are getting into making sourdough bread. This is what that's for. So this is quite large. It will shrink more, but it's still going to be a large baker. So anyhow, that's one of the pieces I've done. You might be able to see behind me here, I have a whole bunch of other things that I've done. I have pieces where I have like this. This is a sponge holder out of yellow. All my clay is the stoneware speckled clay. So the yellow Looks, it's speckled because the clay comes through the glaze. This is a sponge holder for the corner of your sink. So you put your sponge in there, any water or anything that drips into here will run right back into your sink. So that's one of those things that I do. I do a lot of, well, pretty much everything I make is functional stoneware. All of it. You can use it every single day. Also have another product. This is in yellow also because I had a lot of people that love the yellow. This is a butter bell. All right. You put your butter in here, put a little bit of water in there, and the water is the seal. Put it like that, put it on your counter. And you will always have soft butter. So anyhow, there's a couple pieces that I've done. I've also do some sculpture work where I've made some dolphin wine glasses. I have one I glazed, but I have not fired yet. Let's see. I have one here. It's going to be fired soon. But that is a wine glass. A dolphin wine glass. So can't wait to see that one fired, see the colors that come out in it. It's going to be beautiful. But so I do all kinds of stuff here. And you'll get to see me make these too. I mean, that's what I do is I feature all my stuff. Everything I do in the studio, you'll see here in this channel. So it could be anything. It could be wheel throwing. It could be trimming on the wheel. It could be extruding clay, putting handles on tonight. It could be just loading a kiln, you know, or opening, which is always exciting. It's like Christmas opening a kiln. You never quite know what you're going to get. You expect to get this, but it may be a little different, you know. So anyhow, some of the stuff I do. So anybody it's new here tonight, I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I do in my studio and on my videos, you know. So hopefully that helps give you an idea of what I'm about. This is one of my mugs. So let's see. Fancy. Oh, thank you. Crispy. Good to see you in here, Crispy Art. Thank you, Ella. Parker's Party. Good to see you in here. A lot of new names. I don't recognize some of these names. Have you guys ever watched any of my other videos yet? But yeah, you can find me here every day, 7:30, and I go till whenever. You know, it could be 9 o'clock, 9:30 till I'm done. It just whenever's a good time to end a live, that's what I do. So this could be a 2-hour long live, to be quite honest with you. So anyhow, I trimmed this lid down a little bit. I'm just trying to make it fit into this here so that it can become a travel mug. This is the small edition of it. I'll make a larger one when I actually figure out the design that I want to have. When I'm happy with what I've done, I can make a larger piece. That's really, really, really close to fitting now. But you know, basically that is where you'll be drinking from. These here are collapsed in so that this piece goes in and then it will rotate. It's just getting to that point to where it actually wants to rotate for me. But I threw these last night. I threw a couple of them just to try it because I don't have a really nice travel mug. So I thought, why not come up with something different? And I'm sure somebody's done something similar to this before. I mean, Pottery's been around for hundreds of thousands of years. I'm sure somebody has done something like this. So it's just my rendition on what's coming out of my head into the clay. I'm basically trimming this piece down a little bit so it fits in there better and I can actually spin it. So I can show you guys exactly what it's going to look like. Or similar anyhow. Joyce, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Glad you made it back for another night. That's better. At least it drops in there now. It's still a little tight. Still a little bit tight. Looks like the diameter could come down just a little bit more. And I would probably typically do this on the wheel. So just basically trimming this down a little bit just so it fits better. And then when I go to actually make one that I'm going to sell, I'm going to know exactly the sizes I want, the shapes that I want, and what I have to do to actually make this thing work correctly every time. But this was an experiment for me. But it looks like I need to taper the edge of this piece, which I didn't realize in the beginning that I probably had to. These are the things you find out when you're making little experiments like this. Looks like I'm still a little bit tight on the rotation. A little bit tight. Oh, hello. How you doing, Cynthia? Leah? Good to see you guys. Better late than never. Got a lot of new people in here tonight. And that's what I did the vertical live. And I'll do these every Wednesday, my Wacky Wednesday, I'm going to call it, to help bring in new people and introduce them to the world of pottery and just see kind of what a potter goes through day to day, what they have to do, things that have to go through their mind as far as making something. The piece that you typically see already finished probably went through several renditions, to get it perfect. It could have to do with the glazes. You might have to work on the glazes a little bit to get them perfect. The whole glazing thing to basically put color on the piece is another part of this it's quite challenging at times because sometimes it doesn't quite come out the way it's supposed to. And then sometimes when it does do that, it's actually a pleasant surprise. It introduces something absolutely new. You thought, wow, wait, I kind of like that, Sometimes that happens. All right, so this is really rough, but I'm trying to get the idea of this thing rotating in here. And I think that will work. So basically, this is what I'm doing. So that would be the piece. So you rotate this around, and it will be so the water or drink will come out of this area. And then you basically rotate it, and the lid comes out. So that's how it's going to operate. But I had to understand exactly how I was going to try to make this work. Now I kind of understand more about what I need to do to make that happen. But that's going to end up being a travel mug. This is rough. But anyhow, I wanted to start off with that tonight. And just kind of work with it while it's still nice and pliable to work with. I'm seeing everybody in here. Wow, it's awesome. We've got 11 people in here tonight. That's just awesome. Glad to see everybody in here. Hope you all had a great day. I had a pretty good day myself. So basically what I'm doing is these pieces right now are leather hard. All right. So you can, this color here is the color of a clay that's got moisture in it. All right. It's not completely dry, but it's leather hard, meaning it's still pliable. You can kind of move it with your hands a little bit, but it's stiffer, so you can actually handle the piece. That's what we call leather hard. And of course, I'm going to end up scribing it a little bit. I probably don't really have to with this piece because they're still a little bit wet, but I'm going to anyhow. So basically, I will scratch the surface of the piece, take one of my handles, flatten out the end a little bit like this. It's going to be going towards the mug. Just take my knuckle like this, kind of flatten it out. And to be quite honest with you right now, this is the first time I extruded my handles out like this. Typically, I'd start with a ball of clay and just pull them from a ball of clay by hand. But I was hoping that this process will make it a little bit easier for me, faster for me to put handles on a lot of mugs. And we shall see if that's the case. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Crispy. And we'll put a little bit of water on the piece. Just sprinkle a little bit of water on it. I'm going to support the back of this mug, the inside, I should say, and press the handle up into the piece. Wiggle a little bit. Make sure it's stuck. I should get a brush or something here. I usually have a brush that I can smooth everything out with. Where is it? I have a really nice brush that I use. Where did I put it? Boy, I need to make my stuff a little more organized in here. Let's see. I can use that. I can use that one too. Well, yeah, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the studio. Again, I'll be on here every day. Let's use that round one, I think. I think that'll work better. I'm going to smooth that in so it looks better. So the handles I pull to how they feel. Because frankly, if a handle doesn't feel good to you when you are trying to use the mug, you're not going to want to use that mug anymore, you know? So it definitely has to feel right to your hands. The second part is when you're drinking out of it, you want it to feel comfortable to your lips. This piece has got to function correctly. It can look pretty, but when you use it and it don't feel comfortable to you, what's the point? You know, what's the point? Because you're just going to let it sit around and look pretty, and you're not ever going to use it. And the whole point is you should be using your pieces, you know? So anyhow, I'm going to show you here what I've done because you probably really can't see super well from what I'm doing. In my art class, we are making bobblehead figures out of clay. Hey, Crispy, that is really unique. That sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. So you're learning a lot about hand building then. So all I'm doing here is smoothing out the surface here. This is the best way and the best time to get this area nice and smooth. So you do it now before you bend your handle down and around. So I want this to look and feel nice. That's why I'm spending the time right here to make it perfect. Now I pulled these long, so I'm going to be cutting off quite a bit of clay when I do this. So I could just do this handle probably just like that. And that actually looks like a pretty decent handle, actually. So I could leave it like that. And now that I'm looking at it, I might just leave it like that. But I don't like how wide it is down here, you know? Does it give you more control? I don't know. I think wider up here gives you more control over the mug. So I think if I'm going to do it that way, I probably should start with the handle into it like that instead of in like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. But it's not going to look too bad. Like, I mean, that is actually a pretty nice looking shape, you know, in here. And you could also probably shape this more round in here. Give it more of a shape up here. So the handle should fit the mug, right? The shape of the handle should look good on the mug. And I kind of think the way I had it the first time probably looked the best. I don't like this up here. So I'm going to change how I do that. But I think that kind of fits the mug. Let's see. You like it, Joyce? I like it too. So what I'm going to do is rip the handle off and start over. Because I didn't like how I attached it here. I should have probably went in this direction. So now, if you're going to make the change, now's the time to do it. I can make the change and it won't hurt anything. It's just time at this point. I really had it stuck there too. All right. Glad to see you in here, Joyce. Glad to see you're back. I'm glad to be here. Yep. Well, I'm glad to have each and everybody here. Still got 11 online. That's great. That's great. You guys are really going to love when I start, you know, throwing on the wheel. I don't know if you watched other potters before or not, but I know some of you are new here. I do quite a few things on the wheel. So this just happens to be a handle building day. So please subscribe if you like what you're seeing and you think I'm handsome. There you go. That's a better reason. Now, better reason is that you like what you're seeing, you know, as far as the art and how to do things All right. So what I need to do is push this back here a little bit, because I do want this handle to go in like that. I'm going to blend this in here a little bit. This excess clay that I just pushed up, I'm just going to blend it in. I should probably get a closer camera here so you guys can actually see what I'm working on. Would you guys like me to move the camera closer, like so you can see this way? I can do that. Glad to see you in here, Cynthia. Cynthia, I think you said you were on the West Coast, right? I don't know if I got that right or not. I can't remember. All right, so I'm going to do like that. Come here like this. So I'm going more like this now into my mug. I'm going to go like that. So I probably don't need to scratch this at all because it's kind of moist at this point, since I have that extra clay on there. But I'm going to do it anyhow. It was now you're in Tennessee. Hey, my goodness. And you, Leah, I don't know how close you and Leah are, but you girls need to get together. So now I'm going into this approach now, where before I went straight in, this way here I think will give me a better looking handle. So now I'm blending that bottom in. So it feels nice. Now what I want to do is I actually want to start to form this handle. And I'm going to get my bucket of water to do that. Just get a small bucket. And what I'll do is I'll dip the handle in the water, and then I'll start to shape it from that point. So what I can do is just put the handle in the water like this. Make sure my hand's wet. I need to support this mug. Start to shape this handle. So I don't want it really that wide at the base. I wonder if I could do this without it being on the handle. That might work better for me. These aren't as thick as what I originally had wanted them to be. This actually could pull the handle right off the mug. And I don't want it to be too thin in here. I'm so used to just pulling handles from, natural form. Yeah, this is not going to work out for me like that. I'm not liking that handle. I'm not liking that one. So we're going to try a different way. Let's get this excess back off of here. Like I said, this is, I haven't done them this way before, so what you're seeing is me practicing on how I want the rest of these mugs to turn out. All right. So let's do this a different way. Maybe what I should do is just do it this way first. Instead of trying to pull it on that mug like that, which introduces more stress to it. Yeah, I think I like this a lot better, actually. So what I'm doing, you can see, is this is getting narrower down here because I want the wider part to be up here when I put it on my mug. Now just rotate the piece back and forth till I get to the width that I really kind of want down here. Smooth it out. As you can see, this is what I'm used to. I'm used to pulling handles. So the extrusion thing was new. I keep saying that, but I'm trying to convince myself that it was a good idea. I keep repeating myself. But anyhow, there you can kind of see the shape I'm kind of going for there. And that's what I want to see. It is definitely easier pulling them first and then sticking them to the mug. At least for me it is. So I think also what would be a good idea is just go and pull all these handles. I think that's probably the best thing to do right now because I'm making them quite wet right now. Let's give them a form to shape over, you know? What do I have in here that I could do that with? I got a paper towel roll. Yeah, I got a paper towel roll. That would probably work too. I got something here, I'm sure I do, to where I could lay them over and kind of give them that shape, you know what I mean? Or I could just do this. I could probably just do that. This is a little long though, but I want to try to get this here and let it harden up a little bit. What do I have? Sure, I've got something laying around here that I could use. Something that's longer simply because I got a lot of them. Oh, here, look at this. This actually might work. What if I do that? Yeah, I think that'll work. That's just a piece of insulation that goes around a pipe. And I've got all kinds of pipes down here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's go and pull all these handles a while. That's going to make the most sense. All right. Sure you like and subscribe. Also 8:15 for me as well. Oh, cool. Thank you, Leah. I did not see that question come across, Leah, so thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate that. That helps get people to see this video as well. And that's the idea, you know. I feel like so much of the arts are going away. So many people are stuck on their cell phones today, like we kind of are right now. But you get to see how these things are made, right? And who knows? You might actually want to be interested in getting involved in this and making your own stuff, right? So, and the thing about, you know, the internet, this stuff will be around forever. So the idea is to try to make all these handles look the same. This is I'm most comfortable pulling handles like this. And I just think they look better. They're going to feel better to your hands as well, I think. However, extruding these handles out ahead of time actually saved me a little bit of time. Okay, I'm not spending so much time trying to get this form the way I want it because it's already there. So, which is kind of nice. So I think that did save me some time. There we go. So this will allow them to dry a little bit before I put them on the handle, or put them on the mug, I mean. Let's see. Has anybody got any questions for me or anything like that? Or just chit chat, you know what I mean? And if you're out there watching or something, feel free to chit chat, you know. Say hi. Just come on in the chat and just say hi. Okay. You don't have to be an active participant in the chat. That's okay. So where's everybody from today? What state are you from? I'm here in Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. Let's trim that off right about there. Give it a nice shape. I think that's going to work perfectly. Help him out. It's free. Thank you, Leah. Thank you for putting that out there. Yeah, please share the stream with somebody you think that would appreciate watching somebody make pottery. I mean, this is raw clay, you know, and I'm just shaping it into exactly what I want it to be. And some people never seen anybody make handles for mugs either. You know, I guess some people either never thought about it or they thought, well, it's done by a machine or something. And if it's pottery, it's typically made by a craftsman, you know, an artist. I consider myself an artist, not so much of a craftsman, but it's a hard job, but it's a fun job to make this stuff. It's a lot of work. There are a lot of processes to pottery. Because just like this raw clay, I gotta let it get bone dry before I can fire it the first time. The first time is called a bisque fire. And what the bisque fire does is it allows us to get the piece, the clay, in a state to where we can then apply our color, our glaze. And it basically opens the pores of the clay up to accept the glaze into it. So we're not just applying the glaze to the outside of the piece. The glaze actually seeps into the pot itself. And once you fire it the second time, yes, there's a second time to this. This after you fire it the second time, that glaze becomes like a glass surface on your pottery, and it's going to add color. and strength to your piece as well. Now, all the clay I work with here is a stoneware clay. It's called a speckled clay, meaning it's got black specks in it. There we go. It's going to make a beautiful handle. Yeah, I think I like this idea now. It allows me to do them a little bit the way I used to do them, but yet it saved a little bit of time because I had a shape sort of extruded out already. This is kind of reminds me of if in the old days how they milk cows. That's kind of what this is like, milking a cow. To some, this may look a little silly too, but this is how we do it. This is how we form our handles. And you can kind of see how it starts to become that shape. Oop, slid right out of my hand. And that makes that nice shape like this. Okay. Move around. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Originally West Virginia, now Florida. Oh, hey, Missouri. Awesome. Florida, is it hot in Florida right now? You're probably starting to head into your hotter months coming up. I have a son that lives in Florida. How's Missouri this time of year? It's cool today. Finally got some rain. Florida, you probably get a lot of rain, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you want me to show off some of my pots? I can do that. The dolphins and the piggies. North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I love them in North Carolina. That's one of the states I thought about moving to. I'm liking Tennessee, though. The more I'm looking at Tennessee, I really like Tennessee. Florida, I think Florida would be too hot for me. I don't know. So is everybody in agreement they want to see some of my work? Missouri's doing good. It's weird because it's chilly in the morning and then it gets very hot in the evening. Oh, okay. Your cousins live in Tennessee. Yeah, the more I see of Tennessee, I like. I kind of wish I would have grew up down there more. I think because I don't know. And I like the mountains too, though. I like which you've got mountains down there too. Ella says yes. Yep. Okay. Well, let me get the camera off the stand. And since you're some new people here, maybe I'll show the studio. This is my basement, by the way. So there's nothing extravagant about my studio. But it is I'm blessed to have the space that I have. Put to you that way. I might have to let these dry a little bit like overnight and do them tomorrow. Let them dry like this overnight would probably be better for them. I'm afraid they're going to be too wet to try to put handles on them. All right, so let me clean my hands so I can touch my phone, and I'll give you a tour of the studio, as they say. It is a bit of a messed up place. It's junky. I got stuff everywhere, guys. So I can show you the kiln. I can show you a lot of the pieces that I've done so far. Kind of show you my processes too. So let me get the camera. Okay. There we go. All right. So the overview, like I said, this is my basement. So I come down through here, and first thing I have on my wall is a piece that my daughter made for me. If I can get back far enough to take a picture of it or a view of it, which is this piece here. My daughter made this for me, and we were camping, and I took my portable wheel out, and she took some pictures by the fire. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. So anyhow, I walk down into my studio. Here's where I keep a lot of my tools. So that's a junk fest right there. But in through here is my kiln. This is my kiln room. There's my kiln. And like I said, it's about 7 cubic feet for that one. It does have a digital readout on it. I just did a firing in it. And so it's still actually warm. But this is what the kiln looks like. So I can fill that thing up with pots. And then this one over here is my old kiln. This is a completely manual kiln. I bought it used, and so I used this for quite a while, and had to pretty well replace a lot of what you see here. All the wiring's new, the switches are new. It's completely manual, so I had to babysit this thing. And the lid's heavy. There's no springs on it, but you can see it actually looks like a new kiln inside because I did a lot of work to this kiln. So I'll probably end up doing probably a lot of my bisque fire in this kiln. It does a good job for bisque firing. This one here, this is my beast. This thing here, I love it. It do most of my firings in here. I go up to a cone 6, which is was it 2,230 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's quite high. Go up to a cone 6. So when somebody says, "Oh, is 300 degrees too hot for your piece or whatever," this thing's salt temperature is way hotter than that. So all my pieces are made to go in the oven. They could go in the oven. They can go in the microwave. So they're quite sturdy pieces. Here's some kiln shelves. That's what I stack using my kiln furniture here. And I stack the shelves on these as I'm building up my kiln in here, putting my pieces on. So yeah, so that's a little bit of what the kiln room looks like. What a cool name. Thank you. Do you know how hot the kiln can go to? The kiln is made to go to a cone 10. And oh my goodness, what temperature is that? It's really hot. It's really hot. I won't do a cone 10. Everything I do is a cone 6, like I said, which is 2200 degrees. So it's quite hot. It's kind of cool. All right, so let's move out of that room. Now, this is just me charting my temperatures and time for my kiln. Yes, it can, Leah. Absolutely. So anyhow, we walk around here, and here's what I call my second shelf. Okay, this shelf here is pieces that I don't necessarily like, or they didn't turn out the way they were supposed to, or they have some kind of a defect in them. So this is pretty well a second shelf. It's just what we call seconds. Some of these pieces are actually perfectly fine, probably, and there ain't no issue with them. But it may be just something that I just didn't care for. I do have people come down here and say, "Hey, can I buy this?" And sometimes I say yes. It just depends on the piece, But I really don't like to let a lot of my seconds leave this house. They typically get smashed and thrown in the trash can. You want to raid the shelf, Leah? That thing is my dad hates dogs, but he named my dog, did he? So anyhow, I got crates over here because this is what I stack all my pottery in to go to shows and stuff. So that's what that is. Here's a shelf. Now these are sold pieces up here. Down here are pieces that are ready. They are bisque fired, okay, and they're ready to go into the glaze and then glaze firing. Here's some pieces. This is a purchase piece already. Customer's going to pick up tomorrow. That's a piece there. Their customer's going to pick up tomorrow. And these are glazed already. So these pieces here, here's my dolphin. It's a sculptured piece. The dolphin is hollow, by the way. But it's a wine glass. And it has them coming up out of the water. So yeah, the dolphin is hollow. And it's just a nice wine glass. I made the one. I made a couple other ones. I didn't care for them, so they didn't get any further. This one here is actually the first. Well, this is the third dolphin I've ever made, and I like him better than any of them so far. But this dolphin here is already spoken for, so I can't get rid of him. This is, of course, spoken for. This is a basically for a cake pedestal is what that is. It's 12 inches in diameter, roughly 6 inches off the floor. This pan here is another item that's purchased. It is actually 18 inches in diameter. And it can, I think about the process when I'm making these of how's a person going to use it, where are they going to put it when they're not using it, and just all that kind of good stuff. So what I ended up doing was I made a groove in this plate. There's a groove right there in the plate that you can see that you can put a wire in, put a wire around it, and hang it on your wall when you're not using it. So it's decoration at that point too. You'd show your dog, but you can't. I'm sure it's a great looking dog. Thank you, Crispy. Thank you. So that's that. These are pie plates, by the way. These are just different pie plates. There's, of course, a sponge holder. Here's a sponge holder I made in the yellow. Here's for oil. So when you tilt it, it opens up and then it closes. Keeps it nice. Thank you for the hearts. A chalice. There you go. Chalice. That's a good name. Yeah, so here's some of my pieces. Then this shelving right here is just all stuff that's in process. This is all leather hard clay or wet clay pieces that I'm doing or working on. I have them wrapped in plastic or such, you know, until I get to them to start working on them. That's where the mugs were. Let me slide this down. So here we have some mixing bowls, some very large mixing bowls, by the way. You can tell by my hand, it's pretty tall. Here's some more cake stands, another huge pie plate or a platter here. Here's a very small bread baker, or I don't know what else we'd call this, but you could probably use it for all kinds of things, really, to be honest with you. Another pie dish. And here is actually, like, it's going to be about a 1 gallon thing to hold water. The jug is down there. The jug is going to go on top of this piece. And it's going to be like a water cooler, and it'll have a spout here. So, and there's my little stamp. Here's a large bread baker. Here's some chattering that I did in the piece, which I'll show you guys later. You keep watching this channel, I'll show you how I do some of this stuff, this chattering and stuff. It's a pretty cool process. But yeah, this is another bread baker, I call it. Nice chattering down here as well. Kind of see how looks pretty cool, doesn't it? A close up of the chattering. So all kinds of different designs. These are some pieces that I made that, yeah, I'm okay with them. You know, there's actually a bird feeder. I put wire in here, you know, hang from a tree. And you basically fill up the inside of it. Fill the inside up. And this will keep the food from getting wet. But yeah, bird feeder. I'm going to make more types of those. I just need the time to work on them. So here we got some of our other finished pieces. This is a cinnamon glaze with a walnut top on it, a nice bowl. These pieces here are to melt wax. Put your wax up here. Put a tea light candle down here. You love the chattering, Joyce? Thank you. I made the tool that did that. I'll have to show you all that then too. Then when I go to do the chattering. Thank you, Crispy. I appreciate that. More yellow. People love the yellow. I don't know. This is a butter bell, they call them. We can say the French discovered this for us. Keeps your butter nice and soft. Just put a little bit of water in it. And of course, you put your butter in the bell. And when you close it all up like this, then the water actually seals the air. So now your butter stays nice and soft because it's on the counter, and it's trapped so the air don't get to it. Thank you. It's my wife's favorite color. Here's some of the stuff that I got on my stuff I use for my shows. I take this to my shows and stuff, and so people can pay me then and that kind of thing. Here's some of the colors I have. Just some of them. There's some clears in there. There's a white that kind of messed up on me, but it's a pure white. And this here is almost a purple, but I got to work on that glaze. Here's some of the blue stuff that I've done. This back, I still have that earring holder. I'm surprised I still have this. Huh. And it's for your earrings. But anyhow, well, these are just wicks laying here. Wicks to go into here for your oil lamps. Basically, go down in there. So yeah, here's some of my work. I do like this though. This combination is really cool. Very yellow. I'm not craftsman. Here's another bread baker. This is actually a nice one. This is probably just a standard size, I really call it. But this is, I made the tool that put this on. I made this out of the tool out of clay, and then I stamp this around the edge. And of course, my logo's in here. And I don't glaze the inside. So you can see the color of the clay. This is the raw clay after it's completely fired. And you can see the speckles in the clay. And the same with the inside here. But most people that bake bread don't want glaze on the inside. They want them to be raw clay. And so anyhow, that's why it is raw clay. Here is a cookie cookie dish. So nice cookie dish. There's some of the green, a little bit of a greeny blue stuff. Nice bowls. That's a flower pot. So yeah, so there's some of my stuff there. Step back. The one pie plate is done on that big piece right there. I actually attach that to my wheel to throw 20 pounds of clay on. This sign my daughter made for me for the shows and stuff really turned out cool. And of course, I step back a little bit. Here's my main wheel I use, and I do lives. This is the wheel I'm at. Of course, I have all my, I call them bats that we throw on, is right here. I have a nice shelf and everything that I work from. So for me, I'm sitting here looking out this direction. The camera's over here. And yeah, so this is what my workstation looks like. But yeah, I got my bats, my tools all here, tape measure, all kinds of good stuff. And we usually have a clay right here ready to go. So anyhow, that's what my workstation looks like normally. This here is so I can wedge clay. And there I just write down a list of things I want to make. This shelving unit here captures a little bit of everything. It's got stamps and stuff in there. Like this thing here. Whoops. I just dropped that. But anyhow, nothing broke. These are stamps that I made. So I actually made these stamps. There's a bird. And these were just raw clay. Okay. But I can put stamps on pieces. A little snowflake. That's one of the pieces I used to stamp the image you saw over there. But yeah, so I make these all kinds of shapes. There's a note, a song note, brick. So yeah, there's just all kinds of shapes in here. With a bird or duck or whatever you want to call it. Oh, look, there's a yin and yang. But yeah, so and then of course everything else that dropped down here, which I'll have to pick up later because it's a freaking mess. But anyhow, there's a little crescent moon. But yeah, I made all these. Just shapes and stuff I can use to stamp my pottery. They're all made by hand. So anyhow, that's what this shelf is. It kind of captures all that stuff that I use to stamp clay, or it has some extra tools on it. It's just a catch-all shelf for my stuff. This wheel down here is a wheel that's got a Giffen grip on it, is what they call it. And basically that thing auto centers my piece so I can trim. So that's why you see all the trimmings here. I do a lot of my trimming right here. And one of these times, if you stick around, I'll show you that as well. This is my sink, stainless steel sink. It's kind of the same kind of sink you'd see at a restaurant. That's exactly what it is. So you got to have a sink in a pottery studio. This down here actually captures all the water. So this captures the water and the clay. The clay goes down into here and stands, and the water comes back out into a drain. It's like more of a sump pump to kick it outside. So anyhow, that way I can capture all my clay in here. You're so excited to get out of school? Cool. Do you like pottery and stuff like that? So this is where I recycle my clay. You can see here, I got pieces in here. Right there. That clay is ready to come out of there and be wedged. But anyhow, under here, I got a pile of clay that needs to be wedged. But this is basically where I take this water like this. It's just clay. Throw it onto here, let it dry. Keep rolling it and stuff like that. And then once it gets to a point where I can get it on my piece over here, my slab table, so I can actually mix my clay up and use it again. This is where I keep my clay right here. This is all the boxes of clay. I had just bought 1,000 pounds of clay, and I'm starting to go through it rather quickly. Here's more clay. This is a freezer that no longer works, obviously. This is just a place for me to store my clay. Clay likes to be in a dark, damp place, I guess, and it keeps it nice and moist. You love pottery? Awesome. And here, these buckets here are all my glazes. Okay, so all these here I use to color the pieces that are bisque fired. So here's some more bisque fired pieces here, and that's what I use to glaze with. Here we're come back here. This is my table I've been working off of. This is an extruder that I use to extrude those handles. That's a new piece of equipment that I actually really love. It's a good, very nice piece. Of course, my work table then. My dad's gone now, but he built this table for me a very long time ago. It's probably over 20 years ago he built me that table. And I'm still working off of it today. And of course, back to here where I'm working, and I can see you guys right there. So yeah. Anyhow, so that is the studio tour. So now you guys have a pretty good idea of my workspace and what a pottery studio kind of looks like. Hi, Gail. You just missed the pottery tour, the studio tour. Although you've seen it many times. All right, I'm putting you back in your spot. And we can continue to pull handles here. I'm going to get a drink. All right. So anyhow, what'd you all think of the tour? You got to see some of my work. Thank you. Thank you, Ella. There we go. Yes, a great space to work in. Thank you, Joyce. What are you going to do tomorrow? Well, tomorrow, let's see, what am I going to do tomorrow? I may have to let these dry overnight a little bit and make it easier for me to put them on the mugs, I think, because they're going to be a little bit wet after doing this. So maybe I'll be putting the handles on the mugs tomorrow. I might do some of them tonight, actually, but probably not online, not live. But I'll probably do some of them tomorrow live. I would like to get back to my wheel. I got stuff to make. All right. How you doing tonight, Gail? I'm glad to see you back in here tonight. These are my extruded pieces, Gail. And I decided, after putting them on my mugs, that I still want to have the pulled handle look, which is why I'm doing this. But I still think that extruding the clay first helps with the process. It helps save a little bit of time. And I get a nice pulled handle. I like the look of a pulled handle. I knew the extruder would save me some time, but I don't think I was really planning on using them right out of the extruder. I'm doing great, Gail. What do you think of the vertical, Gail? Who likes the vertical live? I can't say that I like vertical live very much, but I know that there's some younger people that do, which is why I do my wacky Wednesday with the vertical. The other 4 days of the work week, I will be horizontal. You like the vertical live? Well, cool. I'm glad you do like it. I like any live we can get, Leah says. Yeah, it's probably especially since you haven't seen me for a while. But now I'm on every single night. Well, at least every weekday night. We'll see about the weekends. With, like I said before, with the weather changing and getting nicer, there's things outside I need to get done, like the studio. Which once I do start that studio out back, I'll start recording them, and I don't know how many lives I'll do of them, but I'll do video of it. That way I can post videos of the progress of it. Right now I have equipment that I need to get out of there. And then I'm going to need some money to start doing the rest of it. The walls, actually, the plywood walls are getting bad. They're getting rotten. So they're going to need to be replaced. Probably the roof, the shingles will probably have to be replaced. I'm going to have to do something with the floor because the floor is not in good shape. It's very, very rough. When they poured the cement, it was not a smooth pour. So it's really, I'm always barefoot. So when I go to walk on that floor, it's going to be painful. Can't do that. As the church lady said, not going to do it. Nope. I don't know if anybody remembers the church lady. I do. Back in the day, Saturday Night Live was actually a good show to watch. I like the church lady. I also like Wayne's World. But Dana Carvey was pretty smart. I mean, anybody remembers him, he's very smart. Very funny. And so was Mike Myers. He was pretty funny too. I liked Wayne's World. It's kind of funny. Some of you younger people probably say, what is he talking about? I think everyone prefers the shape and quality of the horizontal, but the vertical is what drives the growth. I think so, yeah. Consistency will pay off. I think so too. I think it will. I watch it on my tablet or TV. Oh, okay. How is the vertical on your TV? Is it actually decent? Let's see. Does it seem better then? Yeah, I agree, Gail. You remember those days. That's when comedy was real funny. You know, they could say almost anything. And everybody took it as a joke because that's what it was. It was a joke. It was meant to be funny, not meant to hurt anybody or anything like that. We were just all having fun. Now everybody gets upset over little things, you know, and it's like, seriously, just chill. Just chill out, man. Have fun with life. Don't get so upset about things. We're supposed to be enjoying life and each other, you know? I'm running out of room here on my piece of insulation. That means I need to find a pipe and pull some insulation off. Yeah, I think it's better if I let them dry a little bit like that. There ain't no doubt about it. Let me find a piece of pipe I can pull insulation off. Because that actually works really well. It's actually just the right diameter that I need. Well, here's a really nice piece. I probably should have pulled this piece along. I'll get this short one. I don't have many handles left, so I don't need a huge piece. And I'll use this piece here. This is all I'm doing. It's just you know, insulation from a pipe, a water pipe. You know, that's all it takes. That's actually a little bit larger diameter than the piece I had, but oh well. Let's get these off of here. I think extruding them ahead of time was a good idea. Let's get this off of here. Yep, we'll do that. I think that'll work a lot better. Just like that. All right. This way, they're already starting the shape that I need them to have. So this will make it very helpful when I go to put the handles on the mugs. Since I have a lot of them to do, I'll be able to pull them right off here, stick them on, and go. That's the idea, is to keep it moving and just kind of save time as much as I can and make a quality product. Handle's very important to a piece. Very important. If you're making pottery and you want somebody to use your mug, it better feel good in your hands. And it better feel good when you're drinking out of it. If the edge doesn't feel good to your mouth when you're drinking out of it, you're not going to use it. And if the handle's not comfortable, you're not going to use that mug. I don't care how pretty it is. You're not going to use it if it doesn't feel right. These are all my opinions, by the way. There we go. A couple more to do here. Let's see. I do got to make these texts larger for me. At least it's bigger. Yep. We are the same age. Yeah, Taz, I guess we are the same age, aren't we? Those were the days. Those were the days. I like my live as long as a nice person is in it. We've become family here. We sure have become a family, haven't we? Everybody that subscribes to this channel eventually becomes part of the family. When you become a regular in my channel, you become part of the family. You know, you become regulars, which is very cool when you're part of a community like that. You know, it's very nice. It'll burn off the insulation. Oh my. Hey, it works, Joyce. It works. Oh my. Hey, us potters, we got to find the things that are around us to use, right? We got to be creative. Let's see. You're the nicest person I've ever met on live. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that comment. I really do. And I think that probably a lot of people here that have been here for a while would agree with that. I am a very nice person. I always try to be very nice. I don't try. I just am. I don't, I don't like to cause trouble unless trouble comes to me. If trouble comes to me, then I go to trouble. I meet it head to head, but I'm a nice person and trouble usually stays away. There we go. Go around. Actually, you remind me of a lot of Carlin. Really? Of George Carlin, huh? Isn't Julia Child skits? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my, that's so funny. Yeah, those were the days, guys, when Saturday Night Live was actually funny. That was just, I mean, we lived for that show. That was just so cool. We protect Murray at all costs. He's a national treasure. He's a national treasure. Oh, that's too funny. Joyce says, I agree. And it isn't just an act for the camera either. He's every bit as sweet and intelligent and snappy and caring in real life. He's something special. Thank you for that. I am, if you meet me, I'm the same person I am right now. I don't put no acts on for nobody. Unless, it's intentionally to act a certain way, right? I'm not that kind of person. So you meet me, this is what you get. And yeah, I can be a joker. I love to joke around. I like to have fun. I mean, let's face it, anytime you can play in mud like this is fun. It's just fun. I don't know how to explain it. Be able to create with your hands. George Carlin. Almost too nice sometimes. That's why he has me. You're right, Leah. We had an issue one time, didn't we? Oh my goodness. I like being here. Thank you, Crispy. I appreciate you saying that. Well, you stick around, you'll learn a lot here. And here you're learning how to pull handles, I mean, that's how we make a handle for a mug. I should say this is one way to do it. For me, it's the best way. There are many ways to make handles. There's many ways to make a lot of things in life. But at the end of the day, you got to figure out what's the best way for you to make something, You're going to see a lot of potters on YouTube. And what you're going to find is all the potters are a little different. We don't all make the same thing. And even if it kind of looks the same, it's not the same. Every potter is different. And you'll never find two the same. You just won't. And here's the other fact is all of us potters, we're all friends. We all people that are potters, we all stick together. We're all friends. We all talk to each other. It's just a very nice community. All right. That one I'm going to have to cut out. Looks like the extruder put a little bit of air in my clay. All right, so this will give the handles a start. So that when I go and put them on the mug, they're already partially bent in the shape that I need them to be. And you notice that the top of the handle is a bit wider. If the top of the handle on your mug is a bit wider, it gives you more stability. When you're handling the mug. You're going to find that watching me, I tend to make sure that the functional thing of the piece is most important. And after that, I think it's the way it looks is probably my second. Very close to each other, but my first is functionality. It's got to feel right in your hands. It's got to be light enough to handle, yet strong enough not to break. It's got to be very useful. So like a mixing bowl would be a little bit thicker in clay. That way you're using a mixing bowl pretty hard. I mean, you're banging stuff on the edge of the mixing bowl and stuff. It needs to be able to take that to a point. And so that's what you'll find on my channel is how I make my pieces more useful to the user. So functionality is a very important part of my work, which is why in my name, it says functional stoneware. I deal with stoneware clay, and everything I make is functional in some way or another. So that is that. All right, I'm gonna pull that clay out of there. Some of this I can mix up. Yeah, it's still wet. So I have a bag I put all this in, and then mix it up. I wedge it and get it all the same consistency and reuse it. So I got a bag on the floor over here that I put all that stuff in. What time are we looking at right now? 9:15. Is that it? Is it really 9:15? All right. Well, this is good. At least I got my handles pulled. I think tomorrow night we'll probably put a few handles on. If I'm already have them on by tomorrow night, we'll work on probably throwing some more pieces. I probably should do some more glazing, but I think I'm okay right now with the glazing. I need to make more pieces. So if this is already done tomorrow when we come back, that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw some more pieces. I'll have to figure out what I want to do next. I did some mugs. I need to do some oil bottles. I need more mixing bowls, serving bowls, oil lamps, pie plates. People like pie plates. I need to make some urns. I also need to make more dolphin glasses. And the one thing I want to spend more time on here is doing plates, because plates is something that everybody needs, obviously. And I already made a few plates, and my wife and I have been using these plates for a long time. And so we're kind of trying them out, what we like about them, what works, what doesn't work. So I want to go through and make some plates and show you guys how I make my plates and why I make them the way I make them. And that way, that might help you in the future when you go to make plates, you know. So we're going to do that eventually here too. That's just on my list of lives that I'm going to have to do. And I think what I would like to be able to put them on YouTube in a line where I could say, this is what we're doing tonight. But I think with the way things are in the studio, it's kind of hard to do that because things kind of run into things, you know. And anyhow, let me wash my hands off in the sink and clean this mess up. And I want to get to my chat, all right? I want to see what you all are talking about and be part of the conversation with you. Again, I appreciate everybody here tonight. I really do. All right. Let me get me a sponge. Let's clean this up a little bit. So I have a clean area. Keep these nice and covered for now. All right. All right, guys. Let's talk to the chat here a little bit before we end tonight's stream. Let's see. I started crocheting baskets recently. Really, Leah? That's awesome. You started doing baskets. That's really cool. I love your work, by the way, Leah. The hat that you made for me is really cool. It's a little small, but I love the idea of the way it looks and everything. Let's see. I'll take an urn for my mama. I would absolutely love that. I'll contact you and you can decide. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just let me know what you're looking for. I do need to make a couple urns, and that's something that's pretty personal as an urn, and so I want to take lots of time and make sure I get the correct shape and size and everything, so it fits people perfectly, and not in a physical form, but just emotionally. That's what I mean. Good evening. Hey Ben, how you doing there, brother? I'm just in my sit down session right now. I'm gonna probably knock off about 9:30. So I'm sitting in here talking to my chat. Oh, where did my chat go? There we go. Let's see. Let me experiment with OBS. Yeah, thank you, Leah. I looked at that a little bit tonight. I looked at the StreamYard one too. And let's see. Mike is making stuff. Hello, Mike. How you doing? You adore it much better than OBS? Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have an idea of what I should be using to do my lives, I like to do more cameras, like 2 cameras at a time, if I can. I think it'd be cool just to show 2 different views on my screen. Let's see. Evermux. I never heard of that one, Leah. Oh yeah, Leah, I can definitely make a bigger one, definitely. Let's see. Yeah, so Leah's never heard of that. It's incredible. I'll have to check it out, Mike. Do you have a channel? You have a YouTube channel as well? Let's see. Pretty intuitive. Not the greatest with tech. Okay. Obstructive bowel syndrome. Yeah, I prefer a spicy, Mike. Joyce. I have a grandson that loves spicy food, man. It's cakewalk, phenomenal. All the lives are done on MX, so you can see. Okay, I'm definitely got to look at that, Mike. That's something I've never seen before. Mike is your new maker friend. Okay, so I'm going to check you out, Mike. If I'm not already subscribed to your channel, I'll subscribe to your channel. Oh yeah, okay. Thanks for the suggestion, Mike. Appreciate that. We are trying to grow Murray's channel. He deserves it. And this lets me have multiple cameras. I can invite up to 8 people to join. I get visual effects, automation, background noise. So, Mike, does it cost anything, Mike? I think you said it was free, right? Okay, I'm going to check you out, Mike. Hello, Crispy. It has a free tier, but I gladly pay $25 a month for the big stuff. Okay, good to know. Good to know. 8 people. Yeah, that 8 people was amazing to be able to enjoy in your live. That would be pretty interesting, especially on my channel. I do weekly live stream that does both YouTube and Twitch every Friday. We call it Shooting the Poop. Shooting the Poop. Shooting the Poop. That's what you're talking about. I know what you mean. I'm going to have to watch that now. I'm live every day now. I usually start at 7:30 and go to about roughly 9:30. And it's just, however I feel. Fridays I'll probably go longer. I usually like Friday night lives, and it's usually a pretty long live. And occasionally Saturdays I'll get on there and do a long live too. I've done quite long lives already. I just enjoy talking to the people. Yeah, 25 bucks isn't bad. Live stream that does both YouTube and Twitch. Okay. And I have a Twitch as well. I want to try to live stream to that as well, and Facebook too. I have a lot of people on Facebook that watch me, so fabulous. It is a fabulous name. Hey, Mandy, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you, Mandy. Oh my gosh. We are a rowdy bunch, just saying, y'all. Be aware. Be warned. I don't mind a rowdy bunch. I don't. Let's see. See, Leah just told you. See, it's a bit past PG-13. Well, that's okay. That's all right. On my channel here, I don't do that. I do. I know that there are some younger ones that watch this channel just because they like to watch working in clay and stuff, and we tell anybody, don't tell us your age. You don't do that on here. And we try to keep the language nice on here as well, just because, I know that there's probably kids watching. So this is not a kids channel, but I just keep it that way because that's just the way I want to keep it. Yeah, Murray's channel where we keep it chill. Yeah, Leah's channel can get pretty wild. It's been, Terry. It's missed you very much. How are you and Mrs.? Yeah, thank you, Mandy. And we're doing pretty good. The Mrs. is doing good. She's, she'll never get, 100% or nothing like that, but she's doing better, She always has her good days and bad days. And so, but she's having a lot more good days right now. So thank you for asking about that, Mandy. And I appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well as well. I get that. My channel was certified boring for children. Thank God. We don't see sound shots and acting like those. Oh, Mike, I'm going to check you out, brother. I'm going to check you. It sounds like a good time. Let's see. Then we have a friend, Cho. Oh, yeah, Cho. Yeah, well, that can get pretty awesome, too. That's another one of those shows you got to see, too. Oh, my. Yeah. And Ben, if you're still here, thank you for stopping in, Ben. I appreciate you. I can't catch your lives all the time, Ben, but Ben's another potter, Ben Wolf Pottery. Check him out, guys, if you haven't. You like pottery, he's another one to look at. He does some amazing looking flower pots. And you might think of just an everyday kind of thing you don't really pay much attention to, but when Ben makes his flower pots, they're incredibly good looking flower pots. And he's just an exceptional potter, an artist, and go check him out, please, if you would. Oh, thank you, Ben. I appreciate you too, brother. I really do. Never have to worry about putting him on when the kids are up. He's talking about show. Oh my goodness. Sounds like popping with Uncle Mike. Oh man. Oh man. No, wait, that's Mandy's hello there. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a lot more of my regulars back. I like to see that too. And looks like I'm going to make some more regulars here. I appreciate everybody that came on to watch. I mean, this is probably one of the most times I had like 16 people watching. I appreciate every one of you. I encourage you to please subscribe to my channel. I'm on every night now at 7:30, and I go till whenever, usually 9:30. But but there's really not an end time, you know. I just go how we go. And I think what I'm going to do from now on is probably the last 15 minutes or so of my live. I want to talk to you guys just kind of like a one-on-one like this, and we can talk about anything. I don't care. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that because when I'm throwing and working and stuff, I can't catch everybody's comment. I try to, and but I appreciate all of you, and then give me a follow, okay, and give me a thumbs up if you would, please, and help this channel grow, and we'll see what it comes to, right? I love clay. It's definitely something that I think that it's in your soul. If you love clay, you really love clay, and it's something that just I don't know how to explain except that it's just part of you, and this is definitely where I need to be. So that's why I'm trying to build my channel more, and I'm not full time into this yet. I expect by the end of the year I will be. That's my goal, and I plan on reaching that goal. But I thank you all again anyhow for watching. Let's see. Let's more of the chats here. No, sorry. Thank you, Mike. I thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Been trying to keep it elegant with saying with a black and white photo feels very mature and adult, unlike myself, but I try. Mandy. Murray deserves to grow and be famous. I don't know about famous. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just trying to make a living. I don't care if I'm famous. I don't care about that at all. I know I'm very comfortable in my own skin, so if you don't run me off too quick. Don't worry about that, Mike. You'll fit right in with this crew. We're a bunch of good folk here, and you'll see regular names here all the time. And well, you probably know too that once you start seeing regular people in your channel, they become part of the family because they're always commenting and saying things, and you kind of get a feeling like you know them in a way, right? And even if you've never met each other in life, and it's a pretty cool thing, actually. The internet, it can be a cool thing, you know, if we keep it that way. Let's see. I love it. 101. Terry, I always leave your streams smiling. Well, I'm glad, Mandy. I want everybody to have a good time here, you know, and you should leave smiling and knowing that you at least spent your time worthwhile. It did something good for you, right? I'm also a God-fearing person, so sometimes we'll get into that, you know, but yeah, I'm a Jesus-loving person, so let's see. Fit right. Don't let his calm nature fool you. There's a wild child under that. Yeah, there is actually. There is a wild child here. Hey, I'm a Gen Xer, so you know we're feral. You know, we're just a certain breed, that's for sure. Growing no channel myself. I think I just passed 1,400. So wow, that's great, Mike. That is awesome. I'm not even close to that. This is what I call a little channel. Let's see here. Joking. Ben says joking. Oh man. Ben, I could make you a mod. I know you're a good man. Check out Ben. Yeah, thank you, Leah. Thank you for putting Ben's channel up. Yeah, Ben's an awesome guy, guys. I mean, if you want to watch potters, he's one of those ones you want to watch, okay? And I'm telling you, like I just watched a video of his. I didn't catch him live on this one, but he was making some flower pots, and they were some really interesting designs that he did. And I don't think I've ever seen him make those before. Really cool designs. And yeah, I mean, he's just a great artist. We're off the shenanigans. You have hidden from worse. Oh man, we're all feral. That's a fair statement. And then next night, we're praising God together, being here for each other, and comfort and advice. It's one of the kind where we are for sure. Yeah, definitely are. Let me look you up, Mike. Gonna sub. Mandy said, "You will." Once my people find you, you're good people, buddy. I'm gonna send. Well, thank you, Mike. Hey, man, I appreciate that. If you do send people my way, I am down to earth, and I like to have fun. We just keep it a little bit on the down low here, but it doesn't mean I'm a down low person all the time. You know what I mean? Just here we are. Thanks for the shout out, Leah. No need to, Terry. It helps the chat with less blue. Oh, okay. It does. I think it does help not have so much blue, you know? And, I'm on a lot of channels that I'm not modded either, and I don't really care to be actually, but yeah, I know the point, Ben. I feel you the same way. Let's see. We're all support each other around here. Yes, we do, Leah. We all support each other, Mike and Ben. We all do. That's why they're all here. You see them in the chat. We're all supporting each other. Well, thank you, Crispy. I'm glad that you joined in here tonight. I think it's the first time I've seen your name, but I appreciate you being here and subbing to the channel. And I think you're going to like it here. Okay, there's good people here, and we do a lot of fun stuff. I mean, and you're going to find me doing stuff on here where I'm just trying to figure something out. Like when I started tonight working on this piece, like a travel mug, and having the lid rotate and come out, but rotate again like that and lock so it doesn't come out. This kind of stuff interests me, and so I'm going to constantly do stuff like this as well. Just figure it out, And then I'll throw big stuff. Like I threw that big pie plate, that big platter. I love my rolling shelves. All right. Like this piece here, I'm going to throw some of these. These are huge. And I threw these, like I went to Lowe's and bought, they make these round boards of the table. It's just boards glued together, but they cut out in a round shape, which is what you see back here. And that's what I throw these on then. And it's probably about that thick, but I needed it thick because I need to do a lot of clay at one time. I use that as my bat on my wheel. I couldn't use a splash pan, but it's just being, creative when you got to throw something this big and it ain't going to fit in your wheel. So I don't typically do stuff like this, but it was kind of fun. The experience was fun. So I'll do a lot of things on here, but everything I do is functional. That's usually what I try to keep it to. Yeah, I do too, Gail. I agree with you. Feels like I'm bragging, but I swear I'm not. But I mod for a lot of channels, business and friends, and mainly it's nice not being responsible. Yeah, I know, Mandy, isn't it? It is kind of nice being on the channel knowing you can just go and watch. People don't feel uncomfortable chatting. Yeah, I agree, Gail. If it's a sea of blue, people they do get afraid to chat, See, no wonder why I get along with Terry. We do. We all get along, don't we? Oh, man. Yeah, I can't play with brains very well. Oh, man. New slang word for us. That is a new slang word. Oh, man. Turn down offer to mod a bigger debate channel to support because I like to watch or lurk. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Leah is a good mod to have. I mean, Leah, I know she probably doesn't want to be mod all the time, but she's a good mod. You know, I have every mod I have in here. I can trust, and there's people in here that aren't mods that I trust, but I don't want to have a sea of blue. So, you know, I just don't want to have that. You know, people. I want people to feel comfortable when they come in here. So, really incredible. My friends are nurse spicy. I never heard that word before. I swear I haven't, Mike. That is a new word for us. Well, ADHD, you know, that's me right here. I think, Mike, you're going to have a few more people join your channel tonight if they haven't already. $20 Ben. That's funny. Oh man. And oh man. That's Lee, a grade A prime mod meat. That's funny, Mandy. Oh man. Oh, you guys are so funny. This chat is very amusing. Oh man. uh, oh man. Gail says she makes her dog an account. That way she'll go on the channels and she'll be somebody completely different. And she don't have to mod. Oh man. I love that, Gail. $75. Oh man. Hey guys, you guys are wonderful. I'm going to step off of here tonight. Mike, I'm going to visit your channel. I'm going to sub to it if I'm not already. And I appreciate it. Again, I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to get these closed up and stuff and call it a night probably tonight. And but yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys, I am going to do this like the last 15 minutes of the live. I'm just going to sit and talk to people. And be more one-on-one with my subscribers and stuff, because this is fun. I like this little bit of chat going on. You know, I'll leave with a nice laugh, right? I still can't get over your old Ben Craft. You're killing me. Gail is a very cool person. You're not a piece of meat, you're mod meat. It's different. It's a good thing, I swear. Mandy. Overseasoned chicken leg. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh man, you guys are too much tonight. This is awesome. This is why I'm going to do this every night. Last 15 minutes, I'm going to do this. This is awesome. Oh my. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. we got to pull some handles tonight. I gave you a shop tour or studio tour, whatever you want to call it. And you got to see some of the stuff I've done. So you got a little bit of a background from me, since some of you are new to this channel. And this is why I'm doing the Vertical Live on Wednesdays, to help introduce people to my channel. The other 4 days of the week, I will be doing horizontal streams. I found that there's people that do prefer that. Probably a lot of people prefer that, but I want to get more of a diverse crowd in here, so I'm doing some verticals. So anyhow, I appreciate everybody being in here. Let's see. Paying attention and being adventure. YouTube is only has shorts enough. Yeah. Been wonderful, Murray. Send you love, Auntie. I will. Yeah. Good night. I'll do my best. I'm all over. I support every sub I see live. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you again being here. All right, man. All right, guys. I'm going to walk around to the camera. All right, guys. Y'all have a great evening. Thank you again for dropping in. Come back tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome, Ben. Best wishes to you too. Good night, Crispy. Appreciate you. Good night, Leah. Good night, chat. We'll talk to you later, Mike. See you, Gail. Mandy, you have a great night. You know, this feels a little bit like, what was that show called? What was it? The Walton Show. Good night. Good night. Good night. Oh, man. It's a daily now, Mandy, on my new channel. Oh, man. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. And good night. See you tomorrow. Good night, Joyce.